Hello, fam. I'm here to share a story. This is the 4 year anniversary of Tonic Wellspring. And for anyone who doesn't have the backstory here or doesn't have a formal introduction, I'm Tana at Tonic Wellspring. And it was 4 years ago, April of 2022, that Tonic Wellspring was birthed. That was when I formally started doing business as Tonic Wellspring Healing Arts. 4 or 5 months prior to that, I had started an LLC called Tonic Tana LLC, and it was close, but it wasn't quite there. And it was during my own practices of a meditation and self hypnosis that an unexpected image arose. I was honing in on this notion of a toroidal shape of energy, this torus of energy that endlessly regenerates in our electromagnetic field up through the central column, out and around us, back through the base, and so on it goes. As I tapped into that, it became like a fountain, that my body was this fountain of energy, and it was this wellspring of light pouring through me and around me. And these tiny orbs started to spring forth, that I was feeling this effervescence of like bubbly energy and just hope and trust in the world, and like the healthiest type of pride in myself for overcoming some serious battles that had been there just within months prior to this. I had really gone through a deep dark night of the soul just the year prior and a few years prior, which is its own story. But as I tapped into this wellspring and felt these orbs, I was sending them to aligned people on the path, to future clients that I had yet to meet, to collaborators I had yet to fully come into contact with, a team of people, a community, to really nurture my becoming. I knew that it was possible to have healthier relationships than what I had been experiencing in many years prior to that. And that's when I had this sense that what I am calling in is calling me forth too. What I am seeking is seeking me. And it felt like this beautiful way to just accentuate that. These orbs of light, like a honing system, a guiding system that was collapsing time and space to allow us to connect here and now, and just trust that we would, in divine timing, be aligned. And part of the Tonic Tana LLC came out of this space of having been just prior to that making tonics, literal tonics with turmeric and ginger, lemon, cayenne, and little rituals of care and these lifestyles that I had created, knowing that honoring the body was essential for the unfolding of a healthy mind and spirit, a connection of this tuning the instrument that is our body as a way to really optimize our connection to our energetic body. And I was using breath and movement, nutrition, nervous system work, different therapeutic engagement that helped shape mind and body and helped me to jump tracks. I had had such a quantum leap between April of 2021 to April of 2022. It was a remarkable transformation. And over time, those practical recipes braided together with these orbs, the visions, and a lifetime of feeling connected to the unseen. My ancestors, animals, the plant and animal allies, these angels, like there was an awareness of that. And it began to reawaken in a much deeper way because of how I made it through that dark night of the soul, and because of the people who had come onto my path at that point to help me jump tracks, these magical beings on my hero's journey. The work began as kitchen alchemy and body mapping, and then it became something much bigger, this multidimensional practice that heals bodies, rewires whole systems, nervous system included, fascia, and refines intuition, restores relationships with others through relationship with self and healthy intimacy with the divine. And in the years since, Tonic Wellspring has grown from that waking vision to this healing arts practice, where it's not only clinical therapy held with care, but this quantum coaching, what I like to call quantum legacy architecture, and relationship coaching that centers on that inner work as necessary for healthy interdependence. My path had also taken me through residential treatment spaces as a therapist, helping people with their trauma and addiction. So it sharpened my skills and deepened my capacity to help people through crisis and in growth, but it also clarified where I am best suited to serve. This work is personal because my story is what birthed it, my own hero's journey. I learned how to shut down my sensitivities, to hide my gifts that felt too big or too strange. And I learned how to rebuild trust with myself. And now I guide people on that same journey of reclaiming themselves from patterns of self abandonment, codependency, hyper independence, who want to reawaken their intuitions, to hone their gifts, and magnetize soul aligned relationships, a healthy romantic partnership, and sustain meaningful legacy, align with something bigger than themselves. On this anniversary, I'm grateful for those orbs that I sent out and came back to me through various clients and ceremonies and small moments of transformation and connection, big and small, for the quiet promise that birthed this work. If you feel a tug to come home to your body, to your spirit, to your capacity to love and be loved, if you want to rebuild your systems of your body, of your multidimensional capacities, your life, your lifestyle, reawaken your gifts and design a relational life that supports your deepest purpose, I'd love to meet you. I'd love to explore whether we're a fit and to explore what your goals are and to see what I might offer you, whether we work together formally or not. And I know I'm always enriched and clarified through connections with all sorts of people. So feel free to direct message me or to book a discovery call via the link near this page, either link in bio or nearby this video.